Hi everyone, hope you're having a great time today. Today I want us to talk about instant gratification. Basically, instant gratification is the need for us as humans to acquire things or to experience things or to enjoy things. And unfortunately, instant gratifications, it doesn't want you to postpone the enjoyment. It wants things enjoyed now. It wants things done now. And so the question is, at what cost? The problem with instant gratification is that it ignores the reality. It ignores whatever's going on around you. It ignores the facts around you. You know for sure that you do not have free floating cash that you can use to buy this thing, but you will choose to ignore all the facts and the realities so that you can get the item. That's what instant gratification does to us as human beings. The desire is always there to always get things. You see something now, you want to get it now. Now, instant gratification will make you poor. It will make you poor because every time you see something, you want to buy it now. Even if you don't have money for it, you want to buy it now. What do? You buy it on credit. You open a clothing account. What's happening? Your expenses are growing. Your debts are growing. Is your income growing? No, your income is not growing. Are you better off or are you worse off? You are worse off. And what is this doing? This is gonna bring you to a position where you are in financial distress. Financial distress is not a good thing because it affects you mentally. It takes your joy and your peace away. When finances are not working out, when finances do not make sense in your life, you are affected emotionally, mentally, and otherwise. Hence, I'm saying instant gratification will make you poor. Now, here are the 4 things I'm recommending to you that you need to do to manage instant gratification. Number 1, every time you go do shopping, before you go to the shops, put down a list of items that you are going to buy. Don't memorize them. Write them down consciously so on a piece of paper. What this does to you is when you go to the shop, you are guided by this list. And the principle here is everything that you are interested in that is not in the list must not be bought. As you go through the shelves, you'll be interested in other things, but the first question is this item on the list that I have here? If it is not part of the list, do not buy it. That way you are killing this impulsive buying desire in you. Only buy the things that we've itemized on the list. Anything that is not on the list, you do not buy it. That's number 1. Number 2, if you see something of interest at the shops, it is okay and it is human to have interest in things. But I would recommend that you sleep over it. Give it 24 hours or even 48 hours. And chances are very high that after 24 or 48 hours, you will no longer be interested in the item. When you see the item at the shops, look at it and say, I'll be back. Go home, sleep over it 1 day or 2 days, and then after that, ask yourself, do you still want to buy that item? Are you still interested in it? And chances are the desire would have subsided. It helps to do that. It kills this impulsive buying behavior in you. Number 3, Also, you need to consider the cost of impulsive buying. It costs you. Now, think about it. You are going to the shops and the intention is to buy these 5 items. And then you go there, all of a sudden you are interested in something that is not in the list. And you acquire it. You didn't plan for it. You don't have money for it. What are you going to do? You're going to use debt, or you're going to buy it on credit. Now you are making things worse for yourself. Now, if you are going to buy that very item cash versus buying that thing on credit, it's costing you more. If you're supposed to buy it for 200, now you're going to buy it for 300, 400 rand, including the interest. Just an example. Now you begin to see how instant gratification is gonna cost you. So it is important that we keep in check all the time when we go to the shops. Look at ourselves and remember that I cannot afford to be impulsive, especially when I do not have money or disposable income to use to acquire certain items. Number 4, if you know yourself that you are struggling with impulsive buying, learn to delegate the financial decisioning responsibility to someone who's not struggling with that. For example, if your spouse is good with finances and is not struggling with instant gratification, when you go to the shops, delegate that responsibility of buying, the buying decision, the purchasing decision making. Give it to her. And now the person will then now make decisions on what to buy, what not to buy. You will have the edges, but you delegate the responsibility to decide on what items to acquire to someone else, your loved one, your brother, your sister, your spouse. And that way you are not able to abuse your funds. And I need to highlight this. You might be struggling from impulsive buying when it comes to shoes, for example. That's only your weakness. Whenever you see shoes, you just want to buy everything. But when it comes to grocery, you are disciplined. You go to the shops with your list, you buy what you need, and you go home. Now you need to know where you are weaker so that your spouse can take over. The financial decisioning responsibility goes to your spouse. But then in areas where you are okay, when you do groceries, you are not impulsive, then you can continue doing the purchases. So impulsive buying is not good for us. If not careful, it can make you poor. Think about this. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video.